Hey scholars, I am here with you today to work on Module 5, Lesson 11, Fluency and Application Problems. For fluency, you will need a sheet of paper because we will be working with one fluency practice for today. Once you have your paper, you can also number it from 1 all the way to 30 just to save you some time and you know what number you stop on once you finish. I can give you a few seconds to go ahead and set that up, and then we will begin. All right, I have our fluency practice here in front of us. But before we begin, I want to remind you to pay close attention to the symbols because there are some addition number sentences and some subtraction number sentences in here. So be on the lookout for those. You will have 1 minute and 30 seconds to complete as many problems as you can. Are you ready to go? Let me get my timer out. All right, get ready, go. Production started over for you. Here you go. Now we can begin. You have 1 more minute. Less than 30 seconds. Almost there. All right, time is up. Let's go ahead and go over our answers. We're going to start from number 1 and we're going to work our way down. So for the number 1, the answer is 1, 5, 5, 1, 9, 1, 5, 5, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 3, 3, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, and 3. All right. So if you would like to go ahead and write these sentences here at the bottom, it says, today I finished blank problems. So you're going to write how many problems you finished and the blank. The second sentence says, I solved blank problems correctly. So in the blank, you're going to fill in how many problems you solved correctly. I can give you a few seconds to copy that down. If you need a little bit more time, you can go ahead and pause the video. All right, now we are going to move into our application problem. So you can flip your paper over or you can go grab a new sheet of paper. All right, here is our application problem for today. It says Tamara has 7 digital clocks in her house and only 2 circular or analog clocks. How many fewer circular clocks does Tamara have than digital clocks? How many clocks does Tamara have all together? Now we're going to solve this one a little differently today. I am going to give you 1 minute to go ahead and do cube score. So you're going to circle your key numbers and labels, underline question, box your key phrases or words. And if you have a little extra time before the 1 minute is over with, you can go ahead and start on your math drawing. So once the 1 minute is over, we are going to go over it together to make sure you have everything ready for you to solve the problem. So go ahead and get ready, and I am starting your minute now. Now you have a few more seconds to wrap up what you have now. All right, so that was 1 minute. If you didn't finish, that's okay because we're gonna go over it together. Okay, so I know the first thing we need to do is circle our key words and our key numbers and labels. So you can go ahead and tell me, what did you circle? All right, I heard someone said that they circled Tamara. But in this word problem, I'm not going to circle Tamara because I'm not going to use her as a label. So if I'm not going to circle Tamara, what else can I circle? All right, so someone said 7 digital clocks. And I also heard 2 circular. And if you wanted to, you can also circle analog clocks. But these two are the same. So if you already did that, go ahead and check off your C for in cubes. Now what did you do next? You underlined your question, and guess what? You have 2 questions that you have to answer with this word problem. So the first question is, how many fewer circular clocks does Tamara have than digital clocks? And the second question is, how many clocks does Tamara have all together? Now that we have that out of the way, go ahead and check it off. The next thing you need to do is box your keywords. What keywords did you box? Okay, I heard some say how many fewer. I remember we worked on that one in a previous lesson. Don't forget the word than over here because that lets me know that I'm comparing 2 numbers or 2 things. I also need to circle a keyword in my second question because remember I have to answer 2 different questions. So in my second question, I might have to do something a little differently. What did you thought if you look at our second question? I'm gonna box all together. Now that I have my keywords box, I also need to think about what operation I'm going to do. I heard someone say for this first one, how many fewer than, you're going to subtract, and you are correct. But what about the second one? Because for the second question, you're going to do a different operation. It says all together. So that means you want to know how many clocks she has in total or in all. So you are going to add for that one. I'm put my addition sign over here on the side. Now that we did B, go ahead and check it off. Now you gotta evaluate. So go ahead and think about what you're gonna do, what you know, and once you have that, check it off, and you can go ahead and solve. If you need to, go ahead and you can pause this video just to finish solving your problem. But if not, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So for my picture, I have 7D here because I knew I was supposed to draw 7 digital clocks. Normally I write my number over here, but today I decided to do something a little different. And then I have 2C right here because I know I have 2 circular clocks. If you wrote 2A for analog clocks, that is perfectly fine as well because they are the same thing. Now I need to solve. Remember, for my first question, it says how many fewer circular clocks does camera have? So I wanted to subtract. So my first number sentence, what did you get? If you had 7 minus 2 equals 5, you are correct. Now you have to solve for how many clocks does camera have all together. What number sentence did you make for that one? If you have 7 plus 2 equals 9, you're correct. You could have also written 2 plus 7 equals 9. Either one is correct. And now you have to have 2 sentences. So you have to have 2 sentences or 2 statements that answer both of your questions. What did you write? Okay, those sound like some nice sentences. For mine, I wrote, Tamara has 5 fewer circular clocks than digital clocks. That answered my first question up here. For my second sentence, I wrote, Tamara has 9 clocks all together. And that helps that helps answer my second question up here. Now that you've solved the problem all together, you can go ahead and check off the S and Q. And there you go. We have solved our application problem. Don't forget to watch Miss Snyder's video for the rest of the lesson. You have a nice day. See you tomorrow.